It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, November the 9th. I'm Michael Groff. Dry and warm conditions with temperatures above average through much of the forecast period, but indications of a pattern change coming for North America in the latter third of November. What does that mean for our weather? And will we see any rain anytime soon? Well, a lot of questions. Let's see if we can find some answers this morning. 83 degrees was the high in the valley yesterday. Of course, there was no rain. We are 1.93 inches below where we should be for the year. And outside right now, here at the ridiculous hour of 5:20 a.m., we've got partly cloudy skies in the valley, 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 50, humidity 53%, the winds are light, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, upper 50s in the cool spots, upper 60s here in the urban core. The water vapor satellite view shows flat ridging to the south and troughing over the Pacific Northwest. Around here, a westerly flow, just some periods of high clouds moving through from time to time. That's about it. The watch warning map shows some winter weather advisories over the northwest United States as well as the northern Great Lakes. And it's pretty quiet on the convective outlook as well. No organized areas of severe weather again today across the contiguous United States. Rainfall around here for the next 7 days. Stop me if you've heard this before. Nothing. Our dry streak will continue today. After we complete today, will be day number 78 in a row without measurable rain here in Phoenix. And we'll go to the models right now and dissect our forecast in more detail. Let's start with the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. This is the look up there at 18,000 feet. Troughing over the Pacific Northwest, a flat ridge to our south, zonal flow, and periods of high clouds, although today should be mostly sunny. We'll have highs low to mid 80s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows upper 50s to upper 60s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, and highs low to mid 80s. Saturday for the Veterans Day parade and all the festivities surrounding that. If you have any outdoor activities planned, should be a perfect day. Our warming trend doesn't look to be nearly as intense as originally thought. Highs 79 to 83 with a partly cloudy sky. Sunday, the day is partly cloudy with highs low to mid 80s. Monday, mid and upper 80s with mostly sunny skies, maybe a few high clouds from time to time. This should probably be the warmest day of the period. Then Tuesday, more troughing comes onto the Pacific Northwest coast. The ridge again flattens out, and we continue with a zonal flow, maybe some high clouds. Otherwise, conditions will be dry and highs low to mid 80s. About the same thing as we go to next Wednesday, maybe another degree or two of cooling, upper 70s to low 80s, with a mostly sunny sky, just a few high clouds from time to time. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 16th of November. Again, a zonal flow, periods of high clouds, otherwise mostly sunny days and mostly clear nights, with highs again in the low 80s. Same thing on Friday, the 17th. And then this is the end of the 10-day forecast period, Saturday, the 18th of November. And that looks like a flat ridge around here, but otherwise the flow is pretty zonal. Highs low to mid 80s, lows mainly in the 50s and low 60s. Relatively dry conditions, again, other than just a few high clouds from time to time. And if you're watching our videos, well, that means you're a real weather geek, and you'll appreciate the nuts and bolts and the under-the-hood stuff that makes our atmosphere and our weather tick. So let's really turn up the geek meter and take a look at this. This is the Arctic Oscillation forecast coming off the GFS. The Arctic Oscillation, that's the belt of winds that surrounds the Arctic Circle, extending from about 55 or 60 degrees north on toward the North Pole. And when those winds weaken, when the oscillation goes negative, it flings the door open for Arctic air to spill southward across the northern hemisphere. And as we see here, by the end of the month, the Arctic Oscillation starts to go highly negative. So that means the prospect of cold air, cold Arctic air, surging southward across the northern hemisphere toward the equator seems more likely. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to cool off here in Phoenix, but that does mean that the mid-latitude cyclonic pattern should become more amplified with time. And so at least I would say the likelihood of us getting into a more active period does appear more likely by the end of the month and into early December. And accordingly, let's show you another graphic that I don't often put up here on the weather videos. This is the European 51-member ensemble QPF forecast, the rainfall forecast for the next 45 days. Now, these members use various algorithms and pattern recognition to determine rainfall possibilities. The ensemble mean is at the bottom, and this is indicating about 1.5 inches, just under 1.5 inches of rain between now and just after the winter solstice on December the 21st. So that is definitely a promising forecast for us, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. This is not an exact science by any means. This is just pattern recognition, but it does appear that a more active weather period is ahead as we go into latter November and December. Let's hope so. All right, let's check the temperatures coming off the GFS ensemble through the period, something a little bit more tangible and recognizable. And this is going to show highs above average all the way out through Thanksgiving and Black Friday. But hopefully we start to see those temperatures coming down and the prospect of rain coming in here sometime after this. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video comes back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have a great Thursday.